Hello everybody, this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero with that car upgrade that I've been talking about. Today is day 4 of the upgrade of what should have been a one-day project. I will show you what held me up 2 days, let's say 2.5 days at most, but at the very tail end, literally the tailpipe, I'll show you these. Right there, that nice blue burnt tip. That will match the nice blue of the car, because that little cutout there, that's where the muffler is supposed to be. And if you can see in the middle of your screen, it looks like a opening to a pipe. That is where these two connect. There is what's called a Y pipe. It's basically a Y where these two mufflers connect into and collect at a very wide muffler. So we'll get these last pieces on, the muffler and the Y pipe, show you what it looks like, and then we'll go from the back of the car to the front of the car, and I'll show you that one trouble spot that held me out maybe 2.5 days. Alright, so under the car here, let me show you. That's the spot that the mufflers go into. That rubber piece right there is one of the hangers. That one right there is a second hanger. And that matches with one hanger here and one hanger there. And it's the same thing on the other side. One rubber hanger there, and on all these I put a little penetrating lube or oil in there. There's another hanger. And to get a better look, that's the pipe it's going to be going towards. And all under there, that's new exhaust piping. So, let me get these mufflers up and we'll talk more about all that back there. Alright, this is the very last piece. This connects to the pipe in the middle under there. And then the two mufflers connect to each of these pieces right there. Alright, so everything is cinched down. Right here. This was the Y pipe that connects from here. We should start from the very beginning there. There's the muffler, so that's the end. That's the muffler that connects here to the Y pipe, tightened by this clamp, and that goes to the end of the Y pipe, and then let's take a look at the rest. Alright, so there's the back end of that clamp that follows this pipe. That's the drive shaft that goes into the differential. This is still part of the Y pipe. This is a resonator that is on the Y pipe. And this, let me get some more light down here. That's the resonator that goes through. So this is, I think, still all technically the Y pipe. And then right here is another clamp that goes to the mid pipe. And we'll look at the mid pipe next. Alright, so that was the Y pipe. This is a little flex joint. This is the mid pipe. It goes all the way through here. A little bolt here that holds it in place. And that connects to this joint right here, which is the down pipe. Right here, this is a catalytic converter. These are designed to be very high flow catalytic converters. And these down pipes, you can get catted, which is what this is, with a catalytic converter, or a catless downpipe, which would be without that catalytic converter. Personally, because I like the environment, the catalytic converter I like because this helps reduce emissions. Yes, it's a little bit more restrictive, but this is still a very high flow cat. And those without a catalytic converter, the catless downpipes, there's really not much of a gain between these high flow cats and the catless. And also, this has a legality thing. You are required to have a catalytic converter, which is for emissions testing. In New York State, that's once a year. And this is all the downpipe. And then we're going to get to the turbocharger up there in just a second, because that's where I had a little bit of an issue. All right, now we're at the front of the car. That's the J pipe, or the downpipe, with the catalytic converter right there. So that goes all the way here. Here's the logo of the company. Let's see if I get some more light on here. There we go. MAP, Modern Automotive Performance. I'm going to have a link in the description for them. They are very good. Excellent. And I did have one shipping issue. I reached out to them within an hour. They responded back. Right up here, this is one oxygen sensor. There's one more back there. But this connects to right here. This is the turbocharger. Right here, that is the hot side of the turbo. That's where the exhaust gas spins up the turbine. Right here, this is the cold side of the turbo. That gets spun by the exhaust gas, and this is the compressor essentially. And right there, another MAP logo, Modern Automotive Performance. That is their intake, and this is the intake side, which then I can't see it from here, but the other side of that goes upward to the car's intake manifold. I'll show you that in a second. All right, this is the up pipe that comes from the turbo and goes into the intercooler, which cools down the compressed air, and then that goes into the engine. Now down here, this is a big old air filter. Right down there. That's that pipe that we saw on the underside of the engine. So more air coming in, more air going out, means more power. Alright, back under the car. So again, that's the J pipe, or the down pipe. There's the skid plate. This is a underbelly or a skirt. And that's some scratching from the road. But this is all back in place. And it looks like all that's back in place as well. Now it's time to install the tune. Alright, so this is the Cobb access port. So I'm going to put the key in ignition. This powers up. And those are all the gauges. It's going to say it can't connect right now. So I have to turn the car to the on position, not start the car just yet. So the car is now in the on position. And these are all the gauges. So right now, you can see the intake temp, 81, intake manifold, 84, coolant, 79, 79, because that's pretty much ambient at the moment. But what I'm going to do, go back, and in the back screen, we're going to go to Tune, and here, change map. And then these are two different ones, real time versus reflash. Real time is just like a quick temporary thing and it goes back to a set loadout. Reflash is permanent even after it remains in the ECU, electronic control unit, with power loss. So we're going to do that. And the first one here, Stage 1, MA, Modern Automotive Performance, Stage 1, 93. We're going to do this one. MAPerformace, Stage 2, 93 octane. And it goes through a couple things here. Warning, it says it prefers to have a charger connected, because if the car loses battery power, that is bad. So that's a reflash. I'm not going to bore you with it because it'll take a little while. Alright, that's done. Please turn and leave the car in the ignition in the off position, which it is right now. And now, doing another quick little thing. Alright, that is done. Please turn the ignition to the on position. Continuing there. Please wait while the access port resets the ECU learning. And that's it. Change map successful. Please turn the ignition to the off position for at least 15 seconds before starting the vehicle. All right. Off position. All right. Got this guy set up, facing the exhaust, so that's ready to go. Now I'm going to switch over to this camera. And let's go. Alright, it's not really louder, but it's definitely deeper. And it looks like it's warming up nicely. You can tell the catalytic converter is working. Got a little bit of steam coming out of here. Essentially, what the catalytic converter does is take the excess unburnt fuel or any contaminants and converts it to CO2, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. So I see a little bit of water vapor coming out, so I know that catalytic converter is working. All right, time to get this off the jack stands and on the road. Well, I just took it for a drive, and oh my, it's amazing. I'll have a quick little reaction video at the end. But overall, very satisfied. The install, besides that one little nut that I showed you on the turbocharger housing, besides that, I probably would have been done like 3 hours. Not bad at all. So, the actual drive, the first drive, that's going to be in another video. Today, this is just the video of the install. Then next week will be the full first drive, including that little reactions video that you'll see at the end. And then the week after that, we'll talk about tuning. Why tuning? What is tuning? Where did the tuning start? What country did it come from? We'll talk all about that in 2 weeks from now. Next week will be my first drive of Stage 2. And that pretty much wraps this up. This is the first of 3 in my Stage 2 and tuning series or mini-series. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. I'll see you guys in the next video.